Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. The murder of Kate Steinle and Congress. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. New poll from the Associated Press says that Americans do not trust Congress or the major political parties. First question, what is your confidence level as far as Congress is concerned? 4%. That would be 4%. A great deal of confidence. 48%, only some. 46%, hardly any. Confidence in the Republican Party, 8%, a great deal. 40%, only some. 51%, hardly any. Confidence in the Democratic Party, 15%, a great deal. 41%, only some. 43%, hardly any. Confidence in the President and Executive Branch, 15%, a great deal. 50%, only some. 33%, hardly any. Finally, confidence in the military, 56%, a great deal. 37%, only some. Just 7%, hardly any. So you can see that the biggest loser in this poll is Congress, with only 4% of we the people having a great deal of confidence in it. And here's why. You may remember last July, 32-year-old Kate Steinle was murdered in San Francisco. She was out for a walk with her father when an illegal alien felon convicted in the USA 7 times, deported 5 times, shot her in the back. The man, Mexican national Juan Francisco Lopez Sanchez, had been released from jail by the San Francisco Sheriff's Department. That despite the fact that ICE, Homeland Security, had asked San Francisco authorities to keep Sanchez incarcerated until they could pick him up. Sheriff's Department said no, backed by the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, which actually voted not to cooperate with the feds on illegal alien crime. So I propose Kate's Law, whereby any convicted aggravated felon who defies deportation, that means come back, could be immediately taken into custody by authorities and then sentenced by a judge to a mandatory 5 years in a federal penitentiary. First offense, 10 years second. That would give law enforcement a powerful tool to sweep dangerous foreign nationals here illegally off the streets of America. Yet Congress would not pass Kate's Law. The despicable Harry Reid blocked it in the Senate. Then Republican Majority Leader Senator Mitch McConnell did not put the proposed law up for a vote, a standalone vote. Instead, McConnell attached it to a sanctuary cities bill that he knew would fail. In the House, there was confusion as well, and Kate's Law stalled. If we as a country cannot pass a simple law to protect innocent people like Kate Steinle from harm, from foreign aggravated felons who defy deportation, if Congress cannot do that, it should go out of business. That's how bad the situation is. And that's why most Americans have lost confidence in the House and Senate. The Steinle family, brokenhearted, of course, and on Friday they announced they are suing the federal government, the city and county of San Francisco, and the former sheriff there. They're also suing Sanchez, the alleged triggerman. In just a few moments, is it legal? We'll have more on the lawsuit. Summing up, I've been practicing journalism for more than 40 years, and I have never seen federal, state, and local authorities act so cowardly. Kate Steinle is not alone. Other Americans have been killed by illegal, alien, aggravated felons, and Congress does nothing when it easily could. Or am I wrong on this? And that's a memo. Now for the top story, the bigger picture on disenchantment with those in power. Join us in Washington, Charles Krauthammer. And you say?
And I say that I commend your passion for Kate's Law. I think your connection between Kate's Law and the numbers you cited about the disaffection people have with the parties, with Congress, etc., it's quite unsupportable. I mean, there's no, I would support Kate's Law tomorrow, but the idea that it has had any effect.
No, you missed the point. I'm just giving that as an example, one example, but a vivid one, of how ineffectual Congress is on a number of issues, not just that.
But even in this particular case, the fact that the family is suing authorities, these are executive authorities.
Yes.
and not legislative authorities. It's the failure of the sheriff. It's the failure of ICE. It's the failure of the administration. It's the failure of San Francisco,
yes, which
itself declares itself a sanctuary city. Look, people get the government they deserve.
Okay, but wait a minute. And wait. The reason I use Kate's law is because it's so simple, and as you know, I'm a simple man. Okay.
That I know.
We have walked this through, and the people who watch this program and read about it on the internet, in the tens of millions, okay, they know that Congress did nothing when Congress could have. And not difficult to pass this law. They didn't do anything, both parties. This is a prime, vivid example of how Congress does not represent the people of this country any longer. Is it not?
Look, I think if you're talking about the effect that Congress has had on the standing in which it is in the minds of the American people, there are a lot of large items here that we can consider. Number one, Obamacare, affecting tens of millions of Americans. Millions of them lost their
Republicans
insurance.
fought that.
I'm not talking about the party one side or the other. I'm just saying Congress as an institution has passed laws that have left people extremely unhappy. Obamacare is the number one exhibit. In fact, I would say it's quite remarkable that all these complaints are about Congress in the abstract, the parties in the abstract. This is the result of an 8-year administration that has left the economy in the doldrums, growing at 1%, historically the worst recovery since the Second World War. It is responsible for 8 years of growing inequality, which ironically the Democrats are the ones who decry. It is responsible for the collapse of America's position abroad. Everywhere you look, every relationship with Russia, with China, Iran, Syria, Iraq, our allies don't trust us. Our enemies have absolutely no respect for us. This is 8 years of a failed administration, and for the life of me, I mean, I have my theories, but why the blame is so much apportioned on Congress in the abstract or Republicans in the abstract when this is the work of a Democratic administration?
Okay. But I'm taking this out of the partisan realm here.
Promised the moon and delivered nothing.
I don't disagree with you that the Obama administration and the Democratic Congress, all right, is responsible for a lot of bad things. But I will tell you this. You did not hear one, not one. Let me amend that. Senator Grassley, Senator McCain, few others. You did not hear any of the Congress people passion like I am about Kate Steinle's murder, and others, and there are legions of others. They just don't seem to care. And that's why 4% of Americans have great confidence. 4%. That cuts across every ideological line, every party line. The folks know Congress is not looking out for them. Last word.
Well, I think that has to do with a broad range of issues. Again, I respect your passion for Kate's law, but the idea that it's at the root of any of this, I think, is nonsense.
All right. It's not at the root. It's just an example of why.
To you, it's a symbol. But it's a symbol of what? And the what is the cause of this disaffection with the Congress and with the political system.
Apathy and inaction on Capitol Hill. That's what it's a symbol of.